Welcome back to Boom Shot. I'm Kale. This is Colby, and
Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, we're running into a little bit of sickness issues, so we decided to do our meeting virtually this time. We're going to be breaking down Boba Fett or Book of Boba Fett. Is it episode four?
Episode four, three left.
Yeah, so it was a really good episode. So let's waste no time, jump right into it.
Boom, you looking for this?
All right, let's hit it up with a recap.
Let's get into it. All right. So first, as when I read the description of this, I kind of figured this is what was going to happen. I
Yeah,
actually texted you, but
yeah,
so we see Boba rescue Finnick as we did in Mando season two, but we get more clear imagery and the full scenery of it, and it's pretty sick. I like this whole shot. But basically, we see Finnick. She's like, okay, I'll work with you to pay my debt.
yeah.
And so where do they go from there?
So so after he savers, basically he's like, look, if you help me find my he wants to find the slave one, his good old ship,
Sure.
okay? And he knows it's trapped in Jabba's palace. So he's like, look, yeah, I'll let you go, you don't owe me anything if you can help me get the ship. So basically they go and scout out Jabba's palace, and she uses like this nice little like robot thing, Bob, to like spy on Jabba's palace, and it
It's like
comes
a
back
mini
and
probe droid, dude.
yeah, no, it's like pinged all the enemies, their rotations and stuff like that, and they found where the ship was. So I mean, so they go to Jabba's palace, break in, and what happens after that?
They break in and yeah, the little probe droid comes back, shows them all the enemies, and they're like, dude, there's too many. We're gonna have to
Yeah,
make a little sneaky sneak in there. So they break in, they fight a couple droids, little cooking droids,
yeah,
and they
dude.
get to the ship, and the alarm sounds, and here
Yeah.
comes everybody, and the two Gamorrean guards, right? You think that's them?
Yeah, honestly, I was thinking, I was like, yeah, I'm wondering if those are the two Gamorrean guards from like now, but I could see that. Yeah, seems legit
I
to
think
me.
it is because it showed everybody else kind of getting just shot up by Finnick, dude. She's kind of going ham, but
Yeah,
they didn't ever get shot. They were just kind of uh, combat fighted.
yeah, no,
Anyways, go ahead.
she just absolutely wrecked them, dude. I mean, they
Yeah,
never
she's
stood a
going off.
chance. Yeah, she was,
Yeah.
but
So eventually they get the ship back, and Boba can't see a thing when he's trying to fly out of there. He's just like wrecking the walls of
yeah,
his future
can I,
palace.
dude? Literally, the Slave One has the worst design of any ship in Star Wars history. It's awful. Like,
It's kind of sick though. I mean, it's
I
it's
mean,
interesting,
it's
but
sick. It's sick, but like, it's also kind of bad at
functionality
the
of
same
it's
time.
like
Yeah. So anyway,
it's really
continue.
cool though. Yeah, he's like turning, breaking all the walls down. Uh, what did that remind me of? I guess like Kung Fu Panda, where he like eats all the walls down the palace or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
it
getting
kind of reminded
flashbacks.
me of like episode seven too, where Finn breaks out of the Star Destroyer and he's like
Oh yeah,
destroying everything. Yeah, that's just kind of a little, you know,
yeah, I
something
like
I
that.
thought about.
Yeah. So eventually, they have to get out of there, but Bubba can't say anything, and Phoenix shoots the gate open, and they zoom out of there.
Oh yeah, dude, it was an absolute beast. She was like close. She was like close the ramp, and he's like, I hope you know what you're doing. And then she just like
Yeah.
shoots the gate, and it opens, and they just fly. Yeah, it was sick. So then after that, basically, Boba's like, where do you need me to drop you off to Finnick? And she's like, I'll go along with the ride. So Boba's like, I got some scores to settle. So they go and chase down the Nikto gang from that killed Boba's Tuscan family, and dude,
That was sick,
no
dude. I
mercy.
love that guy.
Dude, I love it. I love his facial expressions. He's always like looking like he just like wants to kill somebody, dude. But they destroy the Nikto gang, and then Boba's like, you know what? I need my armor, right? So he goes to find his armor at the Sarlacc pit. And why don't you detail what happened in that experience?
So, Finnick along for the ride, as you said. They're both in the slave one. They go to the Sarlacc pit, dude. They're kind of like leaning over,
Yeah.
and dude,
Oh,
I thought the
hold on.
Sarlacc was kind of dead. Go ahead.
Yeah. And can I just say this? It makes no sense how that ship flies. Like literally, it does not make any sense. Like that the way I'm not even gonna talk about it. It just didn't make any sense. But continue.
I guess it's like the little thrusters on the side or something. They kind of like counterbalance the way the engines
Yeah,
move.
that's true. Yeah,
But anyways, they're like leaning over the Sarlacc, which at this point I thought was dead. Like I
yeah,
thought he was just kind of chilling. They're leaning over. They get closer and closer, and the light pans over, and the Sarlacc jumps out at them,
dude.
grabs the ship, and dude, that thing's got a tight grip, man. If the
Oh
slave
yeah,
one can't fly away, dude, geez, pretty
nothing
impressive.
can.
It shows how impressive it was that Boba escaped it.
Oh yeah,
really.
I'm surprised. How did he not kill it? I thought he killed it.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I thought he killed that. Unless it was,
I don't know. Maybe it's like Deadpool and it can just regenerate really fastly or something.
yeah. So it jumps out,
Sarlacc pit
grabs his
OP.
ship, and tell us what they dropped into the Sarlacc kill.
Oh, dude, this. Sadly, we didn't have a YouTube channel back during Mando season 2, but if you've ever played Star Wars Battlefront 2, you know what that little bomb that Boba likes to drop behind his ship. Boom, dude, that was amazing. What is it called? I can't remember. Like its name escapes me right now. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like the ion. It's some kind of ion torpedo or something like that. But
Yeah, it's like that. So basically, they drop it, and it lands, and the Starlight eats it, and she's like fire in the hole, dude. And then you just see under the sand, boom, and it was so sick. It was amazing.
Yeah, I'm forgetting the name too right now. It's a shame.
Hold
I
up,
am,
I
but
wonder if I can hold up. My camera might cut off real quick, but I'm gonna go look it up. Did my camera
best
cut
sound
off?
in Star Wars. No, you're good.
Boba bomb behind ship. Let's see here. Seismic charge. That's what it is.
Seismic charge, dude.
Yeah.
Best sound in Star Wars.
Oh yeah, it's the most
just so
satisfying.
clean.
Oh, dude, in Mando season 2, when they were at that Empire base and he drops one and kills the 2 TIE fighters, like so unnecessarily, but it was just amazing.
Dude, and let me tell you, I guess after this, it shows Boba and Fennec taking over Jabba's palace, right?
Yeah.
And then he wakes up, and the droid tells him that he's fully healed. Let me tell you, I love to hear that.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that Boba's fully healed.
Like we said last episode, I mean, man likes his back to tank. I don't know if he'll be able to part with it, dude.
Yeah, he might just do it for fun now, but it's good to know that he's not relying on. Like this whole time, if you're thinking Boba is underpowered, it's because he's still recovering, dude. Like he was never fully healed.
That's facts, dude. And those were words for sore ears, I guess.
Yeah,
it was amazing to hear. I was like, "Let's go, Boba's finally back, baby. He's at full power."
Yeah.
So then after that, he decides that he needs to go down to the streets and assert his dominance, like a Boba Fett does. And so he heads to what's that place called again? The Cantina. I can't. Garza's Sanctuary, I think, is what it's called.
Yeah.
So he heads down to Garza's Sanctuary, and we just see a bunch of Trandoshans playing, gambling games or whatever. And it just pans over, and you just see Black Chrysanthemum looking. And oh man, that face, yeah, that's my boy right there, Black Chrysanthemum. He looks furious, man. He just looks. He keeps on seeing the Trandoshans, and then finally he gets up and he just starts going ham. And I guess Garza or whatever, whoever's in charge of Garza's Sanctuary, walks out, and she's like, "Look, we know you're a champion. You don't have to prove yourself anymore." And he's like, "Put the guy down. I'll forgive all your debts." And Black Chrysanthemum thinks for a second. He's like, "Nope." Rips the Trandoshan's arm out and throws him off to the side. And Boba, and then the camera just pans over to Boba. He's like, "It was worth a shot. Might as well try."
Dude, let me tell you, there's so many fans that were happy about that because last episode, Black Chrysanthemum, people were saying he wasn't as savage as he was in the comics. Now I see that. He did, I mean, he was going ham, but like, you were thinking he was going to dismember one of the Gamorrean guards or something, but no, he didn't. But now we get it in this episode, and I think a lot of people were happy with that.
Oh, it was ruthless, dude. It was amazing. it was pure. It was just amazing. So then he walks out, and Boba's like, "Yo, dude, I knew you need a job." And so Boba recruits him, and now he's the Team Boba muscle, dude.
Dude, yeah. Something came to me during this too. Like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of tie-ins and loose ends covered in this episode.
Yeah, for sure.
Made things connect. Like how him and Finnick were talking at the campfire at that time when he first like saved her life and all that. And they were just talking, and she was saying or it was after this at some point. I can't remember when she says it, but she was like, "The Tusken Raiders made you soft." And he was like,
"Oh,
no,
that was after."
Right, it was after, but I was also that time during the campfire. I feel like a lot of loose ends are tied up. But anyways, back to that line. When she said that, I feel like, but he said they made him stronger. And that's what he's saying. He needs a team around him. And so it makes more sense as to why he's recruiting these people in every episode so far, basically.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think they had a good conversation as to why like Boba is no longer a bounty hunter, and he's like basically kind of like what he told Black Chris Hansen in the last episode. He's like, look, don't work for these stupid scumbags who are going to get you killed. Basically, like stop doing that. And so that explains why he was, he wanted to become his own daimyo. And then we understand how he found Mando and like why he found Mando too, because now he needs his help, to stop the Pikes. And so basically after he finds Black Chrysanthemum, he goes to try to recruit, the leaders of each section of Mos Espa.
As we kind of talked about last episode, I thought we called that for a second.
Yeah, we did.
But then they kind of shut it down.
I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, they kind of shut him down, but basically said they won't team up with the Pikes, but they're not going to team up with Boba either because they don't want to, risk their own. But I don't know. Just I love how the episode ends, and it's like Boba standing at the top, and she's like, "What's our treasury reserve look like?" Fennec is to Boba, and Boba's like, "I got a lot of credits," and she's like, "We need to get some muscle, if you know where to find it." And then you just hear the Mando theme play off in the distance, and I was sitting in the chair watching it, and I was like, "Yo, dude, no way!" But I guess it makes sense, because this is kind of like a man. Like I feel like we could call this the Mando verse at this point.
Yeah, for real. It's kind of taking over current Star Wars, at least.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I've talked to a lot of people, but as far as a lot of Star Wars fans are concerned, episode 7 through 9 don't exist. Mando and Boba are trailblazing what happened after the Empire fell. So
yeah, so I think these last 3 episodes, I've heard speculation that Boba's going to go to Mandalore and find Mando. Man, that would be sick, man.
That would be sick, right, dude? Wherever he won't have no Grogu, but I mean, we might see some other Mandalorians return, like Bo-Katan. Possibly could see Ahsoka.
Dude, that'd be so sick.
I mean, so wait, what were you saying?
I heard Star Wars Theory talking about this. I was just gonna throw it out there real quick. He was saying that the Pikes might have Cad Bane on their side,
dude,
and Bosk. And if they had Bosk and Cad Bane, there would be the beef with BK and Bosk.
Yeah, and then Boba and Cad Bane.
Right.
Dude,
yeah.
That would be dope because it's not confirmed that Cad Bane died at the hands of Boba because it was never officially aired. So I don't know if that's like canon, but
yeah.
So I mean, you got any things like biggest questions, things you liked about the episode? I think everything to me is a little bit pretty straightforward. Like there's a big team up inbound. So
yeah, the thing about this episode. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
The thing about this episode was it answered the biggest questions. I feel like.
Yeah.
So
especially a lot of ones we had.
Right. So I think there are some questions still, but I think mostly it was answers to the questions in this episode, which I like.
I agree. Yeah, you need a good mid-episode. I feel like next episode is going to come back. I mean, I guess not like this isn't a biggest question, but like kind of like a prediction. Like you said, we're going to see him recruiting Mando. Do you think anybody else will be in it other than Mando, or do you think he's going to be the only one? Because Mando's got a lot of friends.
I think the most likely, yeah, that's true. I think the most likely we'd see besides Mando would be Bo-Katan, as you mentioned.
Yeah.
But I got a question for you. Do you think Mando will use the Darksaber in the final 3 episodes somewhere?
Dude. I mean, look, here's what I'm going to say. I'm a bona fide Boba fan. Sorry, Mando, but I like Boba better. Mando needs to give the Darksaber to Boba.
Dude, man, I had a feeling that's where you're going with that, dude.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I do feel like Mando will use it. Like dude, and maybe he can give the Beskar staff to Boba. Maybe that's the I'll settle for that compromise. But really, does Boba need that because he's got the gaffy stick? So
right, that's true. But also at the same time, he could have both. Because we know he's very skilled with the staff now. So it'd be kind of cool to get a Beskar one.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I think he will use the Darksaber, and I want to see that because I feel like this is going to set up Mando season 3. As I think you said that last video that they're going to kind of use this to set up Mando season 3. So hopefully all goes well.
Yeah, it'd be cool if we got a hint at Mandalore, and that's where season 3 takes us. Because I feel like Mando's going to kind of go on his own journey now that Grogu's with Luke.
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, I think we can just jump into things that we liked and whatever. I like to me, and I feel like there's been the opinion of most Star Wars fans that just like the Book of Boba Fett feels so like it feels very Star Wars, especially
Oh
after
yeah,
being deprived of Star Wars for so long, especially in the movie like live action realm. Because the show, like the animated shows, have always been pretty good, like Rebels and Clone Wars. But
hmm
I like in the live action realm, I feel like I'm legit experiencing Star Wars again.
yeah. It's sick, man. I feel like the only thing in the show that kind of caught me off guard was the cyberpunk kid.
Yeah,
But that's another thing in this episode. It kind of makes it make more sense
yeah,
that he recruited him because they saved Fennec's life.
yeah, yeah. That's another thing that I totally forgot about. Yeah, they're called the mods or whatever, but I like Cyberpunk, so I'm gonna keep on calling them that. But yeah, that's a good point. What I mean, I like how they use like subtle music references. Like Marvel's been doing that for a while, but like to indicate like when another character is going to be coming in that hasn't already been there. Like with Mando, they did that multiple times. I just like that.
Yeah. So would you say that's your favorite part of the episode at the end there?
Oh yeah, dude, I got
When they
chills.
call in the Mando theme? Yeah, that was
Yeah, I
sick.
got chills.
That theme's already iconic, man. It's only been around a couple years now.
Oh yeah, and I'm so excited for next week, dude.
It's gonna be sick. And from as for my favorite part of the episode, I would have to say the same thing, but to mix it up a little bit, not say that, which was my favorite thing. I'd say the seismic charge, dude. That would be
Dude, I forgot about the seismic charge. Yeah, dude. Another thing that was that's not slept on, but another thing that we're not thinking about is Black Chrysanthemum. Seeing him set. We talked about all this stuff, but like this is definitely our favorite part of the show.
that's true, man. Yeah, we did talk about that in the last episode. Whether
Yeah,
he'd be back in this show and join the team up, which it looks I mean, which he is
dude.
pretty much.
Yeah. So hey, we predicted that, dude. We're now
Hey.
certified Star Wars predictor people. So,
And
but
I
I
feel
mean,
like in the first episode, I mentioned Mando. Remember we talked about who could be the first cameo,
yeah.
which I guess, Black Chrysanthemum was, which as far as cameos from that we've already seen in universe,
Hmm.
Mando would technically be the first one, right? Or
Yeah.
no, that lady from Mando, if you count her, but she didn't really have a
Yeah.
line or anything.
Yeah. I mean, she was just like she was like the definition of a cameo. Like she
Yeah,
hasn't
that's
played
true.
any like supporting role. Like Mando will be a supporting role in the show at this point. So
But as far as like big cameo, yeah, I feel like we kind of talked about that. I could be wrong, but I feel
no,
like
we
we
did. I remember
mentioned
it,
his name.
dude. It's an exciting experience. I still don't know how a lot of Star Wars fans aren't hooked on this show. Like I'm genuinely enjoying it. So
Would you say this is your favorite episode?
episode 2 was still really
I was
good.
thinking,
But I do like this episode because it's kind of like to me this episode like it answered a lot of questions like you said and it also tied a lot of what was happening with Mando to what's happening with Boba. Kind of like their paths were always meant to cross, and I like that.
do you think we're done with the flashbacks now? It's just going to be straight
Probably,
like
yeah. I
final
think from
battle.
now it's going to be Ford's story, which I'm glad because I like both stories, but I'm glad they're going to take the last or the Ford story, as the last 3 episodes go on.
I think they did that perfectly
Oh
with the
yeah,
flashbacks leading up to this seemingly final battle with
yeah.
Mando and everybody.
We said that one time, like basically they're trying to tell 2 stories in one episode, and in one season, and I think they did a really good job. So
Yeah, assuming that's all we get is the flashbacks. But that does bring me a big question. What are they going to do with the Lady Tuscan Raider?
I don't know, dude. Boba Fett girlfriend, no reaction. Oh no, my internet connection's unstable. This is not good.
I was like,
Uh,
I was like, bro, I was like, dang, you're really pondering that.
no, I don't know what they'll
Face
do,
is frozen.
but yeah.
Yeah,
So I think she'll be back because we didn't see her dead, and that's definitely like there's a reason we didn't. So
oh, dude, I hope she comes back in the final 3 episodes. That'd be sick.
yeah, it would be sick. Well, I mean, is that all you got? I think that's pretty much all I got. So
Yeah, that's all I got. I'll say this is probably my second favorite episode. It's going to be hard to beat. What's if Mando's in the next one?
Yeah,
that could be number 2, but episode 2 was just a banger.
it was a
The
banger.
world building.
Yeah, and just the show in general. But
But
yeah,
but not to say, dude. Go ahead.
this probably might be my favorite episode. So
Yeah,
anyway, continue.
not to say this episode was bad. It was definitely at least my second favorite, if not my favorite.
Yeah,
And especially it got pretty fast. I mean, we got a seismic charge. We got the slave one. We
oh
got
yeah,
the Mando reference. I mean, there's some good stuff here.
yeah, for sure. Well, I mean, that's all we got. So thank you guys for watching. And stay tuned for the next couple of videos, and we'll see you in the next one.